Good evening, everyone. Lovely to see so many of you joining in for our workshop today. It's nice to see our old students, our current students, and new faces. Today, we have something very exciting for you. As you all have been joining us every single week since the beginning of October, we have been running different types of workshops for all of you. Some of them cookery based, some of them on yoga, some of them on self-defense, and we have much more planned for you even in the new year. We are already in the first week of December. It's in fact the 4th of December today, and we've got only around 21 days to Christmas. It's not very long, and we thought it was the right time for us to launch our Culinaris Masterclass. Today we have Amantha Marcus, who is going to show us something really exciting with the theme of Christmas treats. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you a little bit about Verushka Foundation before we start with Amantha's workshop. If you just give me a minute, I'm just going to share the screen. So Verushka Foundation was started in 2016. It started in memory of my sister, Verushka Dias. She was a very bubbly individual and was on the autistic spectrum. She loved uh, food and she was a big foodie herself, coming from a family of foodies, as well as she loved actually spending time in the kitchen. Verushka passed away in 2015, and the only way for us to keep her memory alive and to get over the grief of losing her was to set up this foundation. She was a beacon of joy and of life, and she surpassed all her developmental disabilities to aspire me and my family to continue doing work in her name. My name is Dr. Tatiana Dias, and I run the foundation along with my husband Rohan and my family. Verushka Foundation has got several activities that we run and that we have run. We have our flagship program, which is the Cook for Change Challenge. That is a program that we run every single year. It is a cookery competition that we have several special schools and several individuals that participate in our cooking competition. We also have several other initiatives of ours, such as growing change, serving change, and we have activities for special needs adults predominantly. Even though we have worked with children, we do try to empower our adults in different areas, cookery being one of the mediums that we try to help our adults to achieve independence as one particular way. So coming back to today's masterclass, we have, like I said, we have Amantha Marcus. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Amantha before we start her workshop. So Amantha is a professional home chef and she's a travel enthusiast. Working in the travel industry has given Amantha opportunities to explore various countries and cultures and their cuisines, which has only got her closer to food. She generally dedicates her weekends to cooking and baking, and you should all follow her page called Happiness Kitchen, which is on Facebook and Instagram, where you will see this lovely food and fantastic cakes, which really look so delectable that you just want to go through the screen and eat it. Cooking has always been her passion since childhood, and cooking for friends and family has made her realize that touching the hearts of people through their taste buds makes her feel happy. Her mother is her constant source of inspiration for her love of ingredients, the significance of every single step in cooking, and her craze for the recipe for cookbooks and scribbling all sorts of different exciting dishes on pieces of paper is what Samantha loves to do. As a tribute to her mum, she started Happiness Kitchen, like I mentioned to you, that you should follow her on Facebook and on Instagram, where she shares her family recipes, travel inspired ones, and much more. It is a virtual step into her kitchen where the core ingredient is love. She thinks that food connects us all to happiness and it should make you happy as you cook and as you eat. That is one of the things that we in Verushka Foundation also promote, that food brings people together. It's very positive, and we feel that food is universal. whether it is whether it is in India, whether it is or it is worldwide. One of her favorite Julia Child quotes is to find something that you're passionate about and keep interested in it. It is wonderful to have you, Amantha, to do this workshop for us. I'm so pleased that I'm able to host you on our masterclass. Amantha is going to teach you how to make eggless mazapan, and she's also going to teach you how to make walnut and almond drops. Two very exciting things that you can make for Christmas, for yourself, for your family. You can also package it, you can also gift it to someone, and Amantha is going to show you exactly how to do that. So with no further ado, over to you, Amantha.
Thank you, Tatiana. That was such a lovely introduction. And I'm so grateful and actually so privileged that I'm able to, start and begin this whole masterclass series that you have with Perushka Foundation. And I'm really honored to be a part of this whole program today. And so before we start, a short introduction, like she's already mentioned, is that Christmas is all about getting the family together. It's all about having these bonding sessions over food, making sweets, and what I thought is that the best thing to kind of get the family together is make some very easy and simple recipes and some sweets. So today I'm going to be teaching you, in fact, two recipes, which is the walnut and almond drops, which we will begin with, and then followed by the marzipan recipe. And both of these are eggless. And of course, you can do it at your homes. It's very, very easy, very simple and minimalistic ingredients that are required to make this recipe. So we start with the walnut and almond drops. So for that, you would need 1 cup of toasted walnuts. Now this is about 120 grams. So I've given you both the ratios. And all these recipes, I believe the Rishka Foundation has already emailed it to you. So you also have toasted almonds. This is 1 cup and it's about 130 grams. You will also need 250 grams of chopped chocolate. Now here I am using compound chocolate because it's easily available over here, but you're free to choose and kind of use ingredients like different kinds of chocolate like milk compound, or you also have dark chocolate that you can use. You can also use the Amul dark chocolate that you get in the supermarket. So this is 250 grams. So these are already, if you see, these are these are these chocolates are already chopped up. And then, of course, you can also add, I mean, it's not mentioned in the recipe, but you can add raisins as well. And just for the final garnish, a little, touch of different textures, you have sugar and salt mixed together. So this is 1 tablespoon of brown sugar and half a teaspoon of sea salt. So the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to take our chocolate and we are going to do the double boiler method. So now what you can do is you can also microwave this in case if you're not very comfortable using the gas, and please make sure that you are doing this under someone's guidance. So I will add the chopped chocolate. And if you see here, this is called the double boiling method. So I have not really filled the water right up to the brim, but it is just about a quarter filled. Yeah. So I'm now going to take it to the gas. Now this will take about 5 to 10 minutes for the chocolate to be completely melted. So the water does not really touch the vessel. So make sure that you have a bowl or a small vessel that does not touch the water. All right. So the chocolate actually melts with the steam. So this is called the double boiler method. Have any one of you made these chocolate almond and walnut drops? Anybody?
Not yet.
Not yet, but I'm sure after this you will definitely make them.
Yeah.
Because it is so easy. You saw the ingredients, right?
Yeah.
And is Christmas time your favorite season? Or Diwali? What do you like, Christmas or Diwali? What's your favorite festival?
Christmas and Diwali.
Christmas and Diwali.
Christmas and Diwali. Okay. So what sweets do you all prepare for Diwali?
Besan laddu.
Ah, that's my favorite. I love besan laddu. What else?
Chivda. We learned Erushka Foundation.
Ah,
Chivda.
you learned to make chivda. Oh, lovely.
And Rava laddu.
Amazing.
And
What is that?
Hello. And Rava
Yes.
laddu. Rava laddu.
Rava laddu. Very nice. So that's a lot of things that you all have learned from me.
Rava laddu.
Wow. Come get it closer. So can you see the chocolate melting?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is with the steam. All right.
Yeah.
So what I've used is actually these chocolate chips. Yeah. So you have Morde, which is a very popular brand here in India. So you have a lot of stores, bakery stores, in fact, where you can buy these, the bakery, source your bakery products from.
Yeah, nice.
You also get slabs of this chocolate, but because this was easily available, I picked it up. And it melts very, very easily. You see how quick this is?
Yeah.
Yes.
But just be careful, all right? You need to do it under someone's guidance. So someone right beside you because you're using the gas.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
We are almost done with this.
केक बनवणार आहे कंटिन्यू एवढं फक्त अक्रोड बदाम आणि चॉकलेट
So I'm going to turn off the heat now and get this down.
Amantha, we have a question.
Yes.
If we were not using, the gas to do this this sort of procedure,
yeah, you can do it in the microwave,
okay,
but you have to do it in spurts of 10 seconds, because generally the chocolate tends to burn if you keep
Right.
it for much longer. So
Okay.
do it in spurts of 10 seconds. Just get it out, give it a whisk, again put it into the microwave. So it depends on the amount of chocolate that you are using.
right? Okay.
I hope that answers the question.
Yeah. Thank you.
Perfect. So what I'm going to do is now these walnuts, like I said, are toasted. Okay, because I have an oven, I toasted it in the oven. So when you toast walnuts or any nuts for that matter, it releases certain oils and it gets much more crunchier. Yeah, so you can always, if you don't have one, you can do it on the gas stove. Yeah, you can use a pan and toast these as well. So I'm adding to this bowl 1 cup of walnuts, which are roughly chopped. 1 cup of toasted almonds. Now I haven't chopped them, but if you wish, I mean, if you like the flavor, you can also chop it. I'm just adding whole almonds. And just for some texture and flavor, you can add, I'm adding raisins here. So you also have black raisins that you can use, black currants, which you can use. In fact, you can be very innovative and creative and add lots of different sorts of dry fruits and even dried nuts. So I'm going to add the chocolate to this now. So this is 250 grams of chocolate that is getting into this large bowl. So if some of you like Nutella, because I love Nutella, you can also add a little bit of Nutella while you are heating the chocolate cookies. So I love in a lot of my cakes and my tarts as well. Have you eaten hazelnuts before?
मैम
Yes.
बादाम कितने दिए आपने?
Sorry.
बादाम आपने कितना ग्राम लिया है?
Badam, 1 cup. 1 cup badam, 1 cup walnut.
Okay.
Okay.
Samantha, we also have a question. How do we cool the chocolate?
How do you?
Cool the chocolate.
Just, I've actually not cooled it, but you can just directly into the bowl. Otherwise, just let it be at room temperature for maybe about 5 minutes. Because the recipe does not really require cooling.
Okay.
Directly, the whole idea is because you're going to now make these little drops, so the chocolate has to be warm.
Right.
So now I'm just mixing it. Make sure that everything is uniformly coated. Can you all see it? Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can hear you, Amanda.
Perfect.
Yes, yeah, clearly audible.
Thank you. This looks so yummy, right? You want to dig into it right now.
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, ऐसे खाने को मन हो रहा है. मैम,
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है.
Thank you. So now what you're going to need is a little tray. So if you see this tray here, can you see this tray? So this is a tray that I have, and I've lined it with parchment paper. So parchment paper is nothing but your butter paper, all right? In case if you do not have butter paper, you can also use foil. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to take these little drawer and 1 spoon and I'll put it on this parchment paper here. Can you see what I'm doing? So these are like little clusters that you can see. So this is one very, very easy recipe that you can make at home for your loved ones. And also it's a great gifting option as well.
The chocolate is one.
Now, since you'll know exactly what goes into this, tell me what other options that you can use for this. What are the ingredients? Come on, let us see. What can you mix and match with these? I gave you so many.
ले सकते हैं?
Yes.
मैम, हम बिस्किट ले सकते हैं?
Oh yeah, you can even put biscuit like Oreo biscuits. You can like, you know, roughly chopped Oreo biscuits. That will taste nice. That's a good idea. What else?
What about coconut flakes?
Coconut flakes also. In fact, coconut flakes, what you can do is, I'll tell you, now I'm going to be sprinkling the salt and sugar, so you can actually sprinkle some coconut flakes. Even pistas, like pistas and rose petals go very well.
No.
So I'm going to
Oats.
oats. But the oats you'll have to toast it a bit, okay?
No.
Hazelnut.
No.
Hazelnuts, yes. Now, see, what I've done is, can you see this brown sugar? And I've used some sea salt, okay? Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay, this is sea salt and brown sugar. If you do not have brown sugar, you can use your regular granulated sugar that you have, that you use for your tea and coffee back at home. All right, so what I'm going to do is now I'm just going to sprinkle. Can you see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
So it gives you a nice golden, and these sea salt flakes, they look like snowflakes. So someone said, right, you can use, in fact, you can over here, when you're doing this, you can also use coconut flakes, coconut shavings. All right. So now what we're going to do is, I'm going to put this in the fridge and leave it there for about 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, we will get this out and we'll see exactly how these little rocks and clusters, what they look like. All right. So I will refrigerate this.
Yeah, it is very nice.
Yeah. So I think, so this is what it is. I'll show you all our batch that I made this afternoon. Just give me a minute.
आणखीन काय घालू शकतो कोकोनट घालू शकतो आपण.
So this is what it looks like. Can you see?
What is that?
So this is the same thing, the same drops that we made, almond and walnut drops. So this I had made a little bit earlier today just to show it to you. And of course, I'll show you the batch that we made in about 30 minutes from now.
Ma'am, why add the salt? जो प्रश्न विचारले तो कैसे?
Can you all see it?
Yes.
Right? Perfect.
Why add the salt?
So Amantha, we have a question. Why do we need to add salt in the brown sugar?
Oh, because salt, and when you add salt, it always brings out the flavor of the chocolate. You can completely omit salt as well, because I like adding a little bit of a sprinkle of salt. Otherwise, you can completely omit that and just add brown sugar. In fact, it's not necessary that you add brown sugar at all as well. But I mean, just the chocolate and the walnut and almonds is good enough. Right? Any other questions?
Yeah, actually, as you had mentioned the chocolate, as a compound chocolate you had mentioned. So
Correct.
if you replace the compound chocolate to a pure chocolate.
Yes, you can do it. You can. That's what I said. You get Amul chocolate. You get Amul chocolate, which is dark chocolate, and you also have different brands. Like you have Van Houten, Van Leer, Calibo. You can use these brands as well. And this is, of course, pure chocolate, the couverture chocolate that we call it. You can use that chocolate as well.
The measurement for the other dark chocolate like Calibo would be the same thing, or would be?
Yes. The chocolate ratio remains the same. Everything remains the same.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions? Any questions?
I think that's.
I have some fun questions for y'all.
We have a question where they've asked, what is the brand of chocolate that is the best that you would recommend?
See, Calibo is a very, very good brand, but because it's a very expensive chocolate. It's Cobbitute chocolate, the cooking chocolate that we use. But instead of that, you can also use Van Houten, because I use a lot of Van Houten Cobbitute chocolate in my cooking, and so that brand is really good.
Okay, so Van Houten, right?
Morde is excellent. A lot of bakers also use Morde, but not the compound. You also have you get the slab of 45% cocoa, so you can use that one.
Okay,
if
that's for
Morde.
Morde.
Yes, in Morde.
Okay.
They also have 55%, 45%. So you can use either of those.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So I have some fun questions for y'all. Let's see, because y'all are not asking me a lot of questions. So I have a question. What fairy tale inspired the gingerbread houses? You see a lot of Christmas decor or anything. You always have gingerbread houses that you see. So which fairy tale inspired these gingerbread houses?
Hansel and Gretel.
Oh, wow. Excellent. Yes, it's Hansel and Gretel. And also, which tropical fruit, okay, is the Goan sweet perad? What is the guava cheese, okay? What is it? Oh, I already gave you the answer. What is it made of? It's called perad.
Guava.
Goa.
Yeah. So guava, that's a very, very popular Goan Christmas sweet. And you have a lot of other sweets like dodol. Have, of course, marzipan, which I will be teaching you today. And then you have milk toffees, again, very popular. Yeah, so these are a couple of the sweets that we go in generally during Christmas. And perad is like a favorite of a lot of us, yeah? We want marzipan, okay, which is traditionally almond paste, but in Goa, we generally make it with cashew. All right, so today I'm going to be teaching you an English version and a no-cook version. So, and that's why all of you can actually make this at home. It's very, very simple. So for that, you will need 300 grams of cashew nut. Now you get these cashew nut already chopped like this rather than the whole one, because this is easy to grind. Yeah, so this is available in a lot of in your supermarket as well, or at your grocery store. So this is 300 grams. Another very important binding ingredient is icing sugar. Okay, now you cannot use castor sugar or granulated sugar or brown sugar. You have to use icing sugar. Now this again is very easily available, and I prefer using Mavana. That's the brand that I use. So this is 300 grams, which is also equivalent to 2.5 cups. And the cashew nut over here, just to repeat, is 300 grams, and or equivalent to 2 cups of cashew. Then you also have 1.5 tablespoon of sugar. Now this I will dissolve it with 50 ml of hot water, which I will just brew right now. Yeah, so this will be added to the mixture. Now what we will first do is, I have already sifted the icing sugar. Now this is a step that you do not have to miss. I will show you how you need to do that. All right, and I will also grind this cashew, which you see over here, to a fine powder. So it needs to get into like a meal, okay, or like a very fine powder that we need to make the marzipan. And the other ingredient, very, very important, is almond essence. Now I've used this one. This is available on Amazon. And otherwise, you can also use rose water. Now, but just mind you, you have to be very careful when adding these almond drops, because it's a very, very strong flavor. So make sure that you add a drop by drop into your mixture. All right. So just be careful when you're using this almond flavor, or even the rose essence or rose extract that you have. And last but not the least are these colors. Now I believe that, okay, these of course are gel colors that you use, but in one of your classes, I've forgotten that girl's name, Tatiana, the one who showed us how to make those different colors with
Yes,
fruit.
yes, for the crepe cake, yeah.
Yes, yes.
That was the first workshop, yeah.
Correct, the first workshop. So you're free to even use, you know, coloring made out of vegetables as well. So vegetable coloring, yeah. So, but for me, I mean, I really don't have the time. So this is what I use. So these are these gel colors. Okay. So so what I'm doing here is I'm just adding a little bit of, like I said, 50 ml of warm water into the sugar. All right. Just give it a stir so that the sugar melts. It's quite warm enough. Thank you. So what I'm going to do right now, you get the camera closer. Is make a fine powder out of these cashews. Yeah, can you see the texture here? These are all chopped up. So you get this ready-made. All right. So I'm just doing it a little by little. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to give it like a blitz of, you know, for at least about 6 to 8 times. I'm not going to do it continuously. So I'm just going to do this, like about 6 to 8 times, yeah. So can you see this over here? So I need it a little more finer, yeah, because I can still see some coarse pieces, which I don't want because it will affect the texture of my marzipan. So I just want it a little smoother. The reason why I said just do it in, you know, certain things, if you grind it for a longer period, the cashews will tend to release their own oils, and you don't want that. I'm just going to add it to this. So we are going to sift it in some time. Okay. I'll do the second batch now. So traditionally, marzipan is actually made with almond meal or almond paste. but here in India and rather in Goa, we make it with cashew nut. So they say that the original recipe, when people introduced where it was first invented, was Germany, but and some of them claim it came from Italy. So we don't really know where really it originated from. But all I know and all we know that this is something that is so delicious, and no one can really eat just one mazapan. Yeah. We'll get closer. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to be sifting this. So this is like a sieve, like a channi that they would call it. Just little by little with the back of your spoon. You just do this. So this is a What's your favorite Christmas sweet? Have you all eaten Christmas sweets?
Mine is marzipan only.
Ah, marzipan only. But you've had the one with egg or without egg?
I usually do without egg only.
Without egg, because it's much more easier, because you know when you make it with egg traditionally, like they use the egg whites, and you have to cook it over the gas, and it's very, very time consuming. It's a very tricky and tacky kind of batter to handle. So I have tried that version as well, and it doesn't really work for me. I think this is so simple and so easy. And so as somebody who has who's allergic to egg or who does not eat egg for whatever religious purposes, I think this serves the purpose, because this is a very excellent and easy recipe, and it's delicious.
Yep.
The reason why we do this is because we don't want clumps in the dough that we have. You see this? So I'll give it a I'll give it a grind again, because there's quite a bit of these solid granules which I don't want. This is what I need. Can you all see this? Can you see this?
Yes,
Yes.
I can
Perfect.
see. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. So what do you all generally do during your Christmas vacations? Huh? What do you all like doing during Christmas vacations? I know all of you all love to cook, and that's why we are all here, because food is all of us, right?
मम्मी को हेल्प करता हूँ मैं.
मम्मी को हेल्प करता है. वेरी नाइस. खाना बनाने में किस में?
खाना बनाने में और बाहर का सामान लाने में.
खाना बनाने में और बाहर का सामान लाने में.
अरे वाह, very, very good. And who else? Again, what is your name?
Rahul.
Rahul, very Rahul. What about the others? What do y'all like doing during your Christmas vacations?
I love cake.
You love?
Cake.
You love cake. So you love to bake or you love to eat cake?
हाँ.
बहुत.
हाँ.
दोनों भी।
What do you like doing?
ये केक खा चॉकलेट केक बहुत अच्छा लगता है.
Oh, you like you know how to make chocolate cake?
No.
Oh, you don't know how to make chocolate cake? Maybe our next session we will teach you how to make chocolate cake.
मैंने रवा केक बनाया था.
अरे वाह, रवा cake, very nice.
Without eggs.
Without
Without
egg.
egg. Ah, lovely, very nice. So we have something called as bath, which is a rava, which is made of rava. It is made of desiccated coconut, and of course you have egg version and the eggless version. That also is a delicious Goan delicacy that we have. And another one is coconut ice. Maybe the next time we'll have a session on making that coconut ice. All you need is only desiccated coconut and milkmaid. That's it, nothing else. Very simple to make. And these are all things which, I mean, these are all recipes that have just about 2 or 3 ingredients, maximum about 4. And it's as easy as 1 to 3, right? I mean, the snap of your hand, you can do these and make this at home. It's a little time consuming, I'm sorry, but we can't miss this step. I'll show it to you because we want to in the beginning. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to give all these granules again a mix so that it becomes a finer powder, and then I will add it to this, yeah, after sieving. Okay, Chara, let me ask you one question. So, which is a very popular cake that is made across the world? Okay, it's very, very popular, world famous, which is made during Christmas. Which cake is it?
Rum cake.
Plum cake.
Fruit cake. Who said plum cake?
Plum cake.
You said rum cake or plum cake?
Rum cake.
Ah, yes, it's a plum rum cake because you have a lot of, it's all the cake, and this cake lasts you for a year, okay? And generally people tend to soak their fruits 3 months or sometimes even 6 months in advance, and it's a very, very rich plum, then covered with marzipan coating. Yeah, and this marzipan coating is the almond one, the original, the traditional marzipan that you have, which is made with almond paste. So how are you all spending your time during the lockdown? What are the new things that you all have learned as Verushka Foundation?
Kachi Dabeli, then
Oh, Kachi Dabeli. What else?
And some cupcakes.
Cupcakes.
Yes.
Very nice. So, but are you all practicing this at home now? Now that you have learned, are you all practicing at home?
Yeah.
Very good.
And also biryani I saw. Biryani.
Wow. And did you all make that crepe? In one of your classes, you all learn how to make that crepe, right? And some,
Yeah.
I also saw some, I saw vanilla, I think vanilla sponge cake, the eggless one. I saw that as well. You all learn to make that as well, right?
Kathi roll.
Kathi rolls, very nice. So lots of things that you all have done, huh?
Yes.
Very nice.
And cookies also.
Cookies. Which cookies? Shortbread cookies or chocolate cookies?
Chocolate cookies. Yeah, chocolate cookies.
Chocolate. Nice.
And soups and soups. Soups.
I think I'm going to stop over here. So,
Choco lava cake.
choco lava cake. Wow.
Oh, I think we have Preeti as well who tried the crepe cake. That's fantastic. Do send us a picture if you took
Oh,
one.
please do send pictures, no? It'll be so nice to see all of it. So this is what we are looking at, okay? Can you all see?
Yes.
It's
Yes.
a fine powder. Yeah, it's a very, very fine powder that we have here. So what I'm going to do is I have mentioned over here 300 grams, but I'm just going to use, I'm not going to use all of it because there's quite a bit of these, if you see, these coarse granules over here. So this itself will be a good, you know, about 50 grams. So I'm going to use about 250 grams of icing sugar. All right.
Yes.
So the icing sugar as well, I've already sifted it. So this is the same thing method that you use. You put in the icing sugar into the sifter. Yeah. Just do this. Yeah.
icing
This is icing sugar. Okay.
कहाँ मिल सकती है?
This you will get in the, again, you will get it at any store, any bakery store. Like RM is a very popular store. And they are all across Mumbai. And all the other cities, I mean, I'm not sure about the other cities, but in Mumbai, and this is available on Amazon as well. ये Mavana brand है.
Okay.
Now everything is available online. Initially, back in the 90s, where our mom would prepare cakes and all of this was not very easily available. Now that we have all these ingredients available at your fingertip, you can just order it online, and within 2 days, it's there. So you can do different dishes.
Amantha, would you recommend using Bluebird icing sugar?
Oh yes, you can use Bluebird.
Okay.
You can use Bluebird. But I mean, I personally prefer Mavana because they are the best with sugars.
Right.
But Bluebird also is a very, very good option. Like I love the Demarera, the brown sugar from by Bluebird. Do we have some time? We do, right?
Yes. We
Perfect.
have time.
Okay. So I'm not going to be using all of the sugar that you see. Okay, I'm just keeping some back. Otherwise, it will be very, very sweet and we don't want that.
Could we use powdered sugar and then grind that, Amantha, if icing sugar?
Yeah, but what you need to do is you need to grind the sugar first and then measure it.
And then measure it. Okay.
Grind sugar will differ from icing sugar.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So grind and then measure.
Yes. Yes. So now to this, I'm going to add, can you see? So now in this bowl, I'm just going to give both the cashew powder and the icing sugar a good mix. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now to this, I'm going to add a few drops of almond essence. Okay. Your recipe says 1 and 2, but okay, 1 and 2. That's it, just 2 drops. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add the sugar syrup water. This is also a little by little, okay? So we want a dough like what your chapati dough is. Yeah, your wheat dough. Some of you who know how to make your chapatis, your dough, it should become like that, okay? So we're still not there. We will get there soon.
Okay.
Okay, little by little, you're supposed to add the water. Not all in one go. Otherwise, it will become very sticky because the cashews release their own oils also.
Good.
I'm going to switch to my hands now. Okay. So it is a little sticky. Yeah.
मैम प्लेन वाटर से नहीं हो सकता है क्या?
क्या?
ये प्लेन वाटर से नहीं हो सकता है क्या?
Plain? Plain water. No, you need to use warm water क्योंकि ना वो sugar, it has to dissolve in the water.
Okay.
So you have to add a little bit of sugar.
Okay, okay.
I'm going to add a little more water, okay? A little more. So remember that for this recipe, you have to add a little by little, okay? Like a teaspoon by teaspoon. Then after this, all the fun begins when you start shaping them, getting very creative. So I'm going to now transfer this into a plate, yeah, a flat surface. 1 minute. Little more water.
जास्त गोड नाही होणार का? शुगर पण आयसिंग शुगर पण आणि साखरेचं पाणी पण.
The measurement is almost similar to some macarons, if I'm not wrong.
No, macarons is different. This is, you know, these marzipan, it look, and you have to leave it. I'm going to be telling you that you have to leave it to air dry. Okay. Macarons is generally made, of course, is made with egg whites and almond meal. So these are the two main ingredients for making marzipan, for making, sorry, your your macarons. And do you know, you can also make eggless macarons. You all know about that?
No.
Do you all know?
No.
No?
No.
There's a very unusual ingredient. Can you guess
Is
what it
it
is to
is
make
it
your
buttermilk?
Look at it down, you know.
Is it buttermilk or what?
No. Come on, anyone else? Guess.
Mm.
Come on, guess. So generally your egg whites, you have to whisk your egg whites till they become nice and stiff.
Yeah.
What else? Tell me. Come on, guess. Any guesses?
No.
No? You know your Kabuli chana, your chickpeas, your
Ah.
chole bhature. You make chole, na?
Ah. Chickpeas.
So your chickpea water. That is your main ingredient to make your eggless macaroons.
Yes.
Nice, no?
Yes. Eggless kind of egg.
Yes, your eggless. So can you see the dough now? See how nice it looks and firm? Can you see?
Yes. Yes.
See this?
Yes.
So it looks like your atta, your dough that you use for chapatis, no? So it's
Yes.
nice and soft.
Yes.
Can you see? It's soft.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So now I'm going to be back. Let me just wash my hands and I will show you all the next step. So what I'm going to do now is just divide the dough into 4 parts, okay? Because I want 4 different colors. 1, 2, actually let's make it 5. Okay. You'll tell me your favorite colors and I will use those colors, okay? So we'll keep a little bit of white. Can you see how that looks?
Green, pink.
What are your favorite colors, Kaushik? Can you read? Green. You want green. Okay. So we add now. See the colors also. You have to be very, very careful. Okay. You use a toothpick. Like I'm just using a skewer over here. Just dip, and we'll add green. Okay. If we need more, we can add a little bit more later. Okay. That's it.
Orange.
Orange. Okay. Let me see if I have orange. Oh yes, I have orange.
Pink.
Okay. Let's add orange.
Blue.
Okay. 1 second.
You say.
Yellow.
Okay, I have only 4 colors, okay, because I have to spare a little for the white. So now I have heard, okay, I've seen orange. So we'll add a little bit of orange, maybe.
I think you're going to get all the colors of the rainbow.
Yeah, all the, the colors of the rainbow.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry,
It is saying blue.
okay, this is orange.
Red.
Somebody wants which color?
Yellow.
Yellow. Let's add yellow. Let's
Blue.
add yellow. Okay, and we'll add blue. Okay, the last blue. Just a small drop there. That's yellow. And someone said blue. Just a little bit. Oh, teeny weeny bit. That's it. Can you see? Very little color. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to start off with the lightest color first, because if I use the dark, then I don't want the same color getting onto and mixing with the blue or the orange or the yellow. Okay, so I'm starting with yellow first. See the color? Can you see? Okay, so I'm just going to mix it.
Brand name of the gel.
I've just picked this up from, this is Daito. See, can you all see? These are different, and this is, yeah, they're all Daito brand. I mean, I would prefer using Wilton, but this is easily available over here. Wilton colors are really good. So, I'm not adding a lot of color, all right, because I want it light. You can see, right, what I'm doing?
Yes, yes, clearly.
Oh, perfect, thank you. I think this might need a little more yellow, so let's go for it. Just a drop. Oh.
Mm.
So what have you all wished for this Christmas? What have you all asked Santa? Any special wish?
To end the pandemic.
I know, that is one thing we all want to do.
COVID.
We should all pray that we get the vaccination soon, right? So that we can all go back to work, go back to college, go back to our culinary schools to learn. See this? Can you see? It's now yellow in color.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to
Yes.
keep, I'm going to keep this aside. Okay. Now I'll start with the orange. I think I'll have to add a little more orange. So these are gel-based colors. You can use water-based colors also. Now a lot of these supermarkets keep these colors.
What is the difference between a gel color and a water-based color?
The gel is a little more thick and the water base is very liquidy. So you have to add also that liquid color, the water base, use a little by little. This is not catching too much of color, so I have to add a little bit more. Take it down. Sorry, the orange is not catching, but I'm trying my best. If I put too much, it will become too dark and it will lose the texture. And I don't want that. Oopsie daisy. Okay, let me see if you remember. What is marzipan? What is the traditional ingredient that is used for marzipan other than cashew nut? Let me see who remember.
Peanuts.
No.
Almond.
Almonds. Yes. It's almond.
The yellow one you had made, it was looking like a raw mango.
Looking like raw mango. Oh yeah, but raw mango is green in color. Okay, so now we have yellow and orange. I'm going to wash my hands now and then we'll start off with the green and then blue.
Semi-raw mango.
आता बघितलं की लागेल.
So make sure to wash your hands, okay, after every color. Now because orange and yellow are almost alike, I didn't wash my hands, but now I'm switching to green. I have to add a little bit more, okay? Oops, very, very dark. Okay, I have another fun question for you. Okay, so there is this chicken, there's this dish called khawswe, right? How many of you have eaten khawswe?
Yes, we
You
have.
have eaten, right? So which
Yeah.
is generally, it's made with, you serve a bowl of rice, right? So, and noodles, not say bowl of rice noodles. Uh, and this dish is made in which Indian state for Christmas? Guess. Somewhere, I'll give you a hint. Northeast.
समझ में नहीं आया कृष्ण.
समझ में नहीं आया.
खाउसवे जो डिश है ना, खाउसवे हम लोग रेस्टोरेंट्स में खाते हैं, नहीं तो घर पे बनाते हैं. वो कौन सा स्टेट में, where, in which state does this come from? For
China.
Christmas. So they generally make it for Christmas in an Indian state. Guess. Northeastern state है. Northeastern state.
गोवा.
No, Goa northeastern नहीं है, वो western है.
Is it Manipur?
It is Mizoram. You're very, very close. It's Mizoram. So here we have the green. Can you see?
Yes, it is nice.
Okay. So now we will switch on to blue. I'll add a little bit more blue. How many of you like traveling? Huh? How many of you have like traveling?
Yes, I like traveling. Yes.
You like traveling? Where have you traveled to? Which is your favorite country or your favorite city, your favorite place?
Switzerland. Switzerland.
Wow. And what's famous in Switzerland? Come on, let me see if you can know. If you know.
Fondue. Right. Cheese fondue. Cheese fondue.
What else? Very famous.
Cheese fondue.
Cheese fondue, yes. What else? Sweet.
Chocolate?
Sweet chocolate, of course, yes. Do you know Toblerone chocolate?
Yeah.
Eaten that? Most of you have eaten the Toblerone chocolate, right?
At Matterhorn.
Absolutely right. Oh, you're all very smart, huh? My favorite place is Paris. I love France. And one of my favorite cooks, Julia Child, which your ma'am Tatiana spoke about, she studied in a school called Le Cordon Bleu. And she actually got into cooking at the age of, today, She is a very renowned French and American cook. A huge, I mean, I really adore Julia Child, and movie that is made on her called Julie and Julia. So if you have the time, you all must watch that movie. Have you all watched the movie, which Ratatouille? Have you all watched that movie?
Which movie?
Ratatouille.
Yes.
Yes, very
Yes.
nice movie. That was a very, very nice movie. Then you have The Chef. So there are a lot of movies which are based on food. So if you're a food lover, you must, and you love to cook, you must watch those. Okay? We are almost done with the blue. It looks more like turquoise.
I think the blue one requires little color to go.
More color, you think so? See?
Nah.
Once I mix it, I think it'll blend in. I have to massage it really well. Can you see my hand? There's a lot of oil that is getting released. So this is all from the cashew nut. Okay, so we are almost there. That's it. So we're good to go. This is what it looks like. Now I'll just wash my hands. I'll leave the white as. So we have 5 colors. We have blue, yellow, orange, green, and we have white. And so now we will start forming them. Okay, give me a minute. I'll be back. Can you see my collection of recipe books behind?
Yes.
So I love
Yes,
this
yes.
is my kitchen. It's my favorite place to be in. I love the kitchen and I love recipe books. So since a child, my mother always made a habit. During our school, when we had our school open day, we would always have like a book exhibition. So my mom always made this habit whenever we would go to a book exhibition. The only books that we would pick up were cookbooks. So that's why my mom has a huge collection of cookbooks, and today I have a huge collection of cookbooks myself. And my favorite one, of course, is the Julia Child one. Okay, so now what I want to tell you is that you get these rubber molds, they're silicone molds. So these are very hard, okay? This is not like the regular molds that you get. So these are specially made for marzipans. So you will get them at the bakery store or even in Crawford Market. A lot of places, shops sell them. So what I've done is you get them. So this is Christmas themed. You have Santa, you have snowman, and there are little cherries, there's a star. So Christmas tree. You have all these very different molds. These are, of course, quite old. These are my mom's molds that I have here. And this is for fruits. So you have bananas, you have mango, you have grapes, strawberries. So you can get really creative and mix and match colors in these molds. Okay, if you do not get these molds, if you don't have, also you can actually make shapes. So you can make little cherries, you can make leaves. Can you? Can you all see it?
Yes.
No.
Yes, yes.
All right, so now what I've done is this is a very important tip that you need to remember, okay? Because many times when you're using these molds, the marzipan, because it's soft, it tends to stick, okay? And it does not really come out very easily. So what my mother always suggests, and it's a tip from her actually, is to dust these marzipan molds with corn flour, okay? So you got to dust it with corn flour. and just give it a pat. So you just sprinkle a little bit of corn flour, give it a pat so all the excess flour is out, and then you'll have this. All right. So now let's get to making the shapes. Okay, what do you want to start with? Tell me. You want the shells? I love the shells. Or you want Christmas themed?
Christmas theme.
Okay, let's do Christmas themed. So let's start with green. We'll start with the Christmas tree. So what you do is take a little ball, little piece, make a little ball. Okay, like this. And we put it into, it's like clay molding. Okay, just a bit here. Put your Christmas tree in. Can you see? Okay, make it even.
Yes.
Okay, it should be even. All right, like this. And now, yep, it's out. Can you see? Look at our Christmas tree.
Yes, I can.
Nice. You like it?
Yeah.
Let's make a star now. Okay. So we have a star here, an orange star. Okay. So make sure that it is very neatly done. Okay. You see this, and just sit. We will remove the excess flour, the corn flour later. Okay, that's your star. Then let's make something else. What do you want? You want a snowman or Santa? Let's make Santa. Okay, Santa. Can you see Santa? Let's make some fruits now. Okay, let's make, this is orange. Let's make a mango. Mango, let's make a banana. Not a banana, let's mix and match. Yeah, we have a corn here, so the corn is yellow. The cob is yellow. And green. So this is a very fun thing to do with your family. Okay, let's look at the corn now. See this?
They're looking like real stuff, huh? Really.
Looking nice?
It's looking like a
they're
real
looking like yes. So there we have. See the corn, it looks so lovely.
Amantha, it would be great if you could take a picture and share it with us.
Yes, I will, of course. Yes.
A picture
of, coming in from the students?
Not so far. More so the comments that they are truly amazed with the marzipan and how pretty it looks.
The marzipan looks very, very pretty. See this? Look. And it's got a marble-like effect, so it looks so pretty, especially these shells. Let's try something in white now. Let's do a combination of maybe. Let's do some cherries.
We have a question from Neha where she's asking whether you can use a cookie cutter to make the shapes if they don't have the molds.
Oh no, the cookie cutter will make this marzipan. You can, but you have to use very small cookie cutters. See, because these marzipans are very rich, and a cookie cutter generally will have like very big shapes, and it'll be just too much to eat. These are like tiny, bite-sized pieces that we have.
Right. Could you use plastic molds?
I tried with plastic molds, and it doesn't come out it's not as precise like what these rubber molds will give you.
Right.
See. So the last one here is a little Santa. It's also Santa here, Santa's face. So like that you can make. So this recipe will give you about close to 600 grams of marzipan. Okay, the recipe that we use, the one that Verushka Foundation, you probably would have got an email. So that this recipe yields about 600 grams of marzipan, about 540 to 600 grams of marzipan. Now, what you need to do is, now that once you've finished, demolding all of the marzipan, you need to let it air dry for at least a minimum of 7 to 8 hours. Okay, this has to be air drying. You do not have to refrigerate this. Okay, so when you do this, it will form like a very thin kind of a crust. But when you bite into it, it is very, very soft. So I've already, in fact, made some just last night. I will show you. Get it with that whole thing. And this lasts for about 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. So this is what I made just last night, just for you. So this is what the final version is. See, I will actually break into one to show you what it looks like. You see, it's like very thin. A very thin layer. It's very soft inside. Okay, I'm going to eat this one now. I love it. So you see, I made these different shapes and colors. So I made a yellow. This yellow turned out really well. So you get different molds and with different shapes and sizes. And remember the tip that I gave you, okay? To dust your molds with corn flour. Very, very important. So that it comes out very easily. So that's what we had. You can get the chocolate side. Any questions on marzipans? I hope you all liked it. Any questions from anyone? Anything that you'd like to ask me?
So I have a question, Amantha.
Yes.
So obviously the one that you've shown us now is, without cooking and doesn't have any egg in it. So then why do people cook marzipan? What's the difference if we can make it like this?
Because it's just the taste.
Okay.
It's just the taste that differs, and of course, with egg, it's even with egg, it's a lot more tastier and much more firmer.
Right. Okay.
It's much more firmer, yeah. Okay. Though people prefer, my personal choice is without egg. Because it's also very easy to make.
Right.
So you remember we had made the walnut drops, right? See what it looks like right now. You see this? It's all. So now these are ready to be packaged and ready to eat. You can actually see, you can bite into, I'll just show you the texture. They're very crunchy and very tasty also. So, and trust me, if you like sweet and salty, is a great and fantastic option for chocolates. Because even when I cook with chocolate or I'm making anything with chocolate, I always add a teaspoon or less than a teaspoon of salt, because it always brings out the flavor of chocolate. And then even coffee powder, a little bit of coffee powder kind of elevates and just takes chocolate to a whole new level. Yeah. So these are some easy tips.
If there's no salt, then it will be a total sweet dessert.
Come
to
again,
cut down the
sorry.
balance. I'm saying that to cut down the balance of sweetness, you had put the
Absolutely, yes, yes, well done. Absolutely right. So now I'm going to teach you um, how to package these little treats that we have made today for your loved ones, yeah, for your friends and family. Okay, so you get these containers. These are very easily available, or you can make use of what you have at home. So these glass jars that you have, yeah. So instead of throwing out your Szechuan sauce bottles or your jam bottles, you can always retain. And this, of course, is a bottle that I had, which is purchased. So it's an empty jar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in these little clusters. Okay. You can use a smaller jar as well. Okay, put it in the jar, seal it, and you have these little doilies which you get. This also is very easily available at at Crawford Market, or maybe if you stay in the suburbs. A lot of these shops have these where they sell these doilies, or any craft shop. So I'll put this over this. Give it a good press. Okay. So these are little tags. This also is available online on Amazon. And you also have this little choir rope that you get, and you can use anything that you wish. You can even use ribbons. Yeah. So you can always write a message, a personal message over here, like Merry Christmas, love, so and so, and just, some small greeting, and tie it around this jar. Make a little bow. All right, so here you go. See how pretty it looks? And you can add some stickers or anything that you like. All right, like this. You also have this cellophane paper or gelatin paper. So this is very Christmassy. This has stars on it. I'm just going to add a few rose petals, or you can add any potpourri that you have. Yeah. So I have this gold and red ribbon because it's a very Christmas color. I didn't have green. I'm just going to tie it around. See this? Pretty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can gift this to your love and look so presentable and so pretty. You can also put green and red ribbon, green and gold. A lot of colors that you can mix and match. Now I'll teach you how to package the marzipans. Okay, so here again you have these little doilies. Kaushik, you want to get it closer? Okay. Enter. Okay.
How to package these in a boxes for selling them?
How to?
How to package these marzipan and as well as the drops for selling them in a box?
You can in a box also see, because these not generally have a tendency to melt, but you can put it in. You can. And you have these small little plastic sheets. Bags that you get. You can put it in that.
Okay.
I didn't get your question. You want to put it in these cardboard boxes?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
in cardboard boxes. Oh, yeah, you can put them. So what you can do is you can put them in these little in these sheets, in these boxes, or even cupcakes.
Ma'am, इसका price
You have these cupcakes like this, ready to bake. Can you see these?
yeah.
Yeah, this you have, right? So you can put in this also and then put it in the boxes. No problem. In fact, you can just package it like this also. Can you see?
Yeah.
Pretty. So yeah, so that's it. So this is how you can package, and then you have these little Christmas bags. You can put it in these bags and gift it to your loved ones.
हाँ इसका प्राइस कितना रखना चाहिए?
इसका?
हाँ अभी अपने जो बनाया है ना उसका
हाँ
प्राइस, उसका प्राइस
शेल्फ लाइफ कितना है पूछ रहा है?
Okay, shelf life. Okay, so these chocolate, the marzipan lasts for about 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, 2 to 3 weeks.
But what is
at room temperature? 2 to 3 weeks. 2 से 3 हफ्ते तक room temperature में रहता है ये. और if you want to put it in the fridge, 1 month के लिए also it will remain in the fridge.
मगर इसका प्राइस कितना रखना चाहिए वो पूछ रहा है. प्राइस कितना रखना चाहिए?
Oh, price now. See, marzipan generally the price per kg is about 1,250 or 1,300. It really depends.
Okay.
So that is the general price per kg. These walnut are this of course with the packaging and all, it will go up to maybe 200 to 250 for this whole.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any more questions?
And how many days can we keep the almond drops, Samantha?
Almond drops also you can at room, not at room temperature, but refrigerated about a month.
A month. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. That's nice. That's superb.
Yeah. And also, Tatiana, I would love to give away these little jars maybe to someone who
Yeah, sure.
yeah, lucky winner maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. So maybe we can, yeah, we'll after the whole, after the master class, maybe we can discuss.
We can do that. Yeah, sounds great. Sounds great.
Yeah, so I'll have it sent to you along with some other cake that I'll make, okay, for you?
Okay,
Yeah.
very nice. Thank you. That's so sweet of
Yeah.
you. Do we have any more questions for Amantha?
No.
You can
I-
unmute yourself or you can type it in the chat box and I can read it out to Amantha.
बहुत दिल लगा के सिखाया.
That was actually really superb, Amantha. I absolutely loved it. And I think I now know where I went wrong in making Mazapan. So,
yeah, I know it's a bit tricky sometimes, but
yeah.
nevertheless, yeah.
Yeah. So my husband is giving me looks now throughout the session, looking at your delicious, delicious little goodies. So that I think I might have to give that a go again. Thank you so very, very much. It
Thank
was
you very much.
Was very kind and generous of you to show us how to make these treats, and also the effort taken in sort of weighing out the ingredients and measuring them, giving us the amounts in grams and cups, so that our children, those who can read and write obviously can read the measures, and whereas those that can't, you can use cups and spoons to measure out your ingredients. And also very generous of you to show us how to package these products, because many of our children are entrepreneurs. Some of them make chocolates and they sell them. Some of them make all sorts of cookies and cakes and lots of different treats. And so the sort of the main idea for us continuing with our online workshops is to enable them to do something with their time other than when they are not coming to us at our foundation. So this is something really nice. Thank you so very much.
In the foundation, I think your parents, Rohan, it's something that this is the least that we could do for, for the society. And you are doing a brilliant job. And of course, for me to be a part of this whole series was, I was really touched and I was just so excited. And it's the first time that I'm facing the camera live. So please excuse if there were any flaws. Yeah.
None at all. I think you were by far the best, and I think you really did that superbly well. I think you should have a place behind the camera like this more often.
You were wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much, Amantha. If we have no further questions for Amantha, we're going to thank her once again. A very big round of applause. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I hope that all of you do try out. I do hope that you'll try out these dishes at home and let us know. Send us pictures on WhatsApp or tag us on Facebook or on Instagram at Verushka Foundation. Also, please do go and like and follow Amantha's page, which is Happiness Kitchen. Like we mentioned, Amantha does spend her weekends baking. You can also order cakes from her and other goodies. So do get in touch with her for the same. And we look forward to seeing you next weekend, where we have more exciting culinary workshops. We have one on Wednesday with SRIHM, and we have another exciting workshop on Friday, where you're going to learn something healthy, but something delicious as well. Okay, so look forward to seeing you all soon. Have a very good evening and see you next week. Thank you very, very much.
Same to you.
Thank you. Bye.
See you. Bye.
Hi, ma'am.
Bye.
See
Bye.
you on Wednesday.
Thank you.
Yes, see you on Wednesday. Bye.
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 क्या सांगते आई
बाहेर ठेवलं तरी ते पातळ
Bye,
होणार.
ma'am.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, Baba.
I'll call you.
Bye.